Chicken sees her, but does chicken hear her? Um, Gridmaster. Gridmaster. I'm going to talk about Gridmaster in this video, and you're going to listen. And if you're not going to listen, you've already clicked away. So, facts. So it's coming out October 15th, which is the Wednesday of halfway through October. Here's the times that it's coming out. What is it? It is a game mode, temporary game mode, that you can log into. You just like switch worlds. This is going to be a lot of us. I'm going to have a lot of us in this video, so if you don't like us, then drop a like or something. So it's going to be a new temporary game mode where you hop worlds, and then you're on a new account, fresh level 3. It's leagues. It's basically if you've played leagues or you've played Deadman mode, it's like that. But what's the twist for this one? It's bingo board. This is bingo themed or inspired because it's not actually bingo. It's actually 7 things across. Everyone gets this board, and you are now checking off tiles. You are assigned, like, you get this tile, this one right here that I'm hovering over, the little weird-looking girl with a mask. And when you complete it, you get an upgrade. I'm going to click on it. Look at this. Click on it, kill an ogress. Cool. Flip the tile. What do we get? Combatant. You gain... Okay, I'll keep explaining and then we'll talk about these. But that's how it works. Very exciting. New game mode, lasts for a month. What do I get from doing it? You get cosmetic rewards in the main game that you can sell for real money. Who can participate? Blah, blah, blah. It's an Iron Man account that you'll be playing on, so you can't trade on the Grand Exchange on these new worlds, but you don't need to. You're just going to log in, you're going to be doing your tasks, you're going to be doing your tiles, and getting rewards and getting super powerful and just like enjoying the game in new ways. My purpose for doing leagues is that it's very fun to have like a spiced up account and play the game in a different way. So this is what's happening. That's what's happening here. So it's great. The middle tile has been checked off already. That'll be automatic because it says complete the Gridmaster tutorial. So that's right when you log into the game, you'll do that. And now if I flip the tile, what does it give us? It gives us this. Now, step 1, I don't know if it gives you all 3 or if you need to pick. Because in leagues, you need to pick from one of these 3. So I will assume that you're picking one of these 3 items that it gives you, but it actually doesn't say that so far in this anywhere that I read. So maybe I missed it. But if you're picking from one of these 3, you get some pretty sweet stuff. So if you're not familiar with leagues, this was one of the first picks that you make back in the leagues games, where you're picking like what style of skiller do you want to be. Power miner, you get an unlimited pickaxe that when you mine a rock, you get like there'll be 4 rocks before it depletes. Right now, when you mine a rock, it's gone right away. This one lets it be 4, which is awesome. It stacks with stuff up to 7, so you're basically making mining feel like woodcutting when you get 7 logs before the tree goes down. If you fail, you have a separate chance of succeeding. Like, it's buffed 50% on if you mine the rock or not, which is awesome. Items gathered from mining are automatically banked. So it's just an overpowered item. Very exciting, very fun to play around with and get some awesome mining XP. You'll also be able to toggle this. Collected ores are automatically smelted and granted smithing XP. This is the best part of this power miner pickaxe, for sure. It just gives you, not only does it give you 99 mining, it also gives you all those bars. You can then turn those bars into items and then alch them for money. So this gives you a lot of cash, which is pretty good. Gems will be mined and cut and crafted, basically, so kind of cool. The Lumberjack. This is very similar to the last one, but in a spin of the woodcutting kind of aspect. So you get 50% more success rate when chopping. When you gather items from woodcutting, they're already automatically banked. And then you can toggle one of these effects on, or all of these. Automatically burn the logs for fire making XP, or automatically fletch the logs into arrow shafts for fletching XP. That's a typo. So pretty sweet, pretty awesome. Getting those, like, it's essentially like you get woodcutting and you can also get fletching as a skill. Now there might be a tile that says like manually fletch a magic longbow, and if that is a tile, then this is going to help with that. So I imagine there'll be tiles for each skill related that you're making a decision on. Animal Wrangler. This one was the one that I picked last league because it was so powerful. Fishing, 50% more faster and gooder. Items gathered from fishing are automatically sent to your bank. You have a 50% chance to automatically cook the fish, giving you cooking experience, and you don't need the level requirement. You will catch fish 1 tick faster, or it attempts to. So that plus the 50% buff, like it's like 100% buff, like twice as fast fishing. It also will work for fish that don't require a harpoon to be caught. Your harpoon can be substituted as a big net, lobster pot, or any rod while fishing. Alongside this harpoon, you get also effects to hunter. So not only is it good for fishing, like the other ones are, this is just a woodcutting and fletching and fire making. This one is only mining and smithing and a little bit of crafting. This one is like, you've already got the fishing and cooking, as well as it gives you food to eat in PVM, but you also get the hunter effects. Hunter catching will never fail is insane upgrade. Box traps catch chinchompas faster, also a huge upgrade to that. Chinchompas are doubled when caught and give double XP, so that's giving you very quick and easy range training if you wanted to get 99 range to do some stuff. Impling jars no longer break upon opening them. That is like a little niche use. So, and then you never burn food when cooking. Amazing. Animal Wrangler. So that's kind of what Gridmaster is all about. You're going to log into the game, you're going to play the game, you're going to do tasks, you're going to check off these tiles, and then you're going to get these amazing rewards when you check them off. If you know how bingo works in RuneScape, there's typically, it's like when you complete a row, you get the thing at the end of the row. So they've put a question mark here. If you complete all of these upgrades in a line, you get this question mark. And that question mark could be anything. It could be that it gives you a twisted bow. It could be that it completes an entire quest line for you. It completes all quests. It gives you any 99 of your choosing. They could do anything they want because it's a separate game mode and they don't need to pick. So, or they don't need to balance, I should say, not pick. Looking at the next one, this was the one that I clicked on right away. So Combatant. To unlock this, you need to kill an Ogress. So the first one was free because you just complete the tutorial and you get it. This one is to kill an Ogress, which is very easy to do. So I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to open a new tab. Ogress. So how do we get there? Ogress Shaman is an inhabitant of Corsair Cove Dungeon. Corsair Cove, felled up hills, inhabited by ogresses, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it's just in this little dungeon here. You go in and you just kill them. It's very simple. They're not very powerful, I should say. So I'll actually open this. Yeah, 82 HP, 82 defense. They drop a couple of items, but that's going to be a super easy one that people complete like right away. Very similar. Where am I going? Very similar task to like kill a dragon or something like that. You got to be like able to do it, but also it's very quick and easy. If you complete that, then you get the Combatant. You gain the Combatant benefit. You select 3 combat skills. Whenever you gain XP in one of those 3 selected skills, you get 50% of that XP in the other 2 selected skills, which is crazy. So if it makes sense for me right off the top of my head, put this on strength and then probably ranged and then probably prayer. But that could all change when, that could all change if there's another task for something else. But the way I'm seeing it is like if you train your melee stats, you could just train with strength. Gosh, that's kind of tricky. You could let's try a couple of scenarios. If you're training with strength, you're using a scythe, you're using a whip, on like you get strength XP for that. If you're using like any of your combat styles, like you're usually training strength. Attack you can go to like 80-ish and then you don't really worry about it. But right away, like you'll be training your attack to like level 60 or 70 to get your weapons, and then you're just doing strength to 99. That's typically how people do it. So that whole time you're training strength, it will give XP to range and to prayer. Range, that means you just don't need to train it ever. You can just use it when you need it. The prayer one is like, now that makes this completely passive. You don't ever need to train your prayer. You don't need to gather bones and use them and whatever else. But again, that could be completely pointless if there's another relic that's like super good for prayer. Maybe it like auto buries bones for you and gives you like 10x XP, something like that. So very curious on what's going on here. Another smart one would be defense. You could literally never train defense. You don't have to ever. If you put that as one of your skills, you could do strength, range, and defense. Or you could do hit points, defense, and like prayer. Now, no matter what you train, it's giving stuff to those no matter what. Like hit points, prayer, defense, and you don't ever have to train those up. It wouldn't make sense to do the hit points because you don't need 99 hit points. It's not good to like get those levels up. But if you're going out there and training defense as your combat style, or maybe your strength, hit points, and prayer, it will give you bonus to your hit points. I don't know. It is. I'm rambling. Some interesting things. So there's also like a teaser here that I clicked on and could not make sense of. It was like a Morse code thing. Somebody up here said they converted the Morse code. This is what it sounds like. If we interpret the sequence, 1 is a dash and 2 is a dot, then each chunk maps to Morse. So it'd say TNETTABMOC, which is that. If you reverse it, you get combatant, or like combat tent. So the code decodes to combat tent, camping, survival skill confirmed. No idea. No idea. If you guys have any theories, put them in down below. I'm definitely curious. So flipping the tiles back, that's what the combatant is. I will make a full strategy guide on like starting strategy and then ending strategy when we have more reveals. I'm going to keep making daily videos. So definitely subscribe if you want to check out a lot of Gridmaster content. And then other content afterwards. But this is to kill. Actually, let's go to this one first, because this one seems the next easiest. First easiest would be killing an Ogress. The next would be over here. Gain over 30k from one alchemy spell. So that seems like something you could do very quickly here as well. I went to the high alchemy profit loss on some items. This is like a way of just seeing like what are some things that return some 30k or more. Rune Chain Body is one that caught my eye. To get a Rune Chain Body, you can buy it in a couple of places. You can go to the Champions Guild and buy it. Now, if you want to get into the Champions Guild, you need 32 quest points. So that is something that you can do pretty early on if you just start banging out quests for your nice little Iron Man account. If not, you can go to Sedu's Adventurer Store. You would need 47,500 coins, and then for Rune Chain Body, and then you'll sell it. So there's also probably like tiles on the board here for like equip a piece of rune. So this might be a double whammy. You equip the Rune Chain Body and then you alch it, and then you get that. And then if we flip the tiles, what do we get from that? The Production Prodigy Relic. It is so powerful. It's amazing. I love this one every league, and I think I wasn't able to take it with my build in the most recent league, and I was sad. When you smelt ores or smith bars and make cannonballs, it's instant. It's processed all at once. So if you have 27 ores in your inventory and you use them on a thingy, it'll smelt all of them all at once. Or if you have 27 bars and you're making dart tips, it'll smelt all 270 dart tips all at once. Fletching logs, stringing bows is instant. Making headless arrows, regular arrows, bolts, darts, javelins will be 10x the regular amount per action. So that's pretty solid too. Cleaning herbs, making potions that don't have stackable secondaries. That's an interesting kind of caveat there on the secondary ingredients. But overall, yeah, making potions and cleaning herbs is going to be instant. Cooking food and making jugs of wine, also instant. Crafting leather, uncut gems, glass blowing, jewelry, pottery. If you are blowing glass, you have a full inventory. It takes just over a minute to blow all 27 items in your inventory. This will do it instantly, which is 27x speed on training, which is crazy. Not only that, I'm jumping ahead, you get a boost of 12 levels in all of those skills. Crafting, smithing, herb lore, fletching, cooking. So you can cook sharks earlier. You can make potions earlier. You can smith your stuff earlier. Pretty exciting stuff. So there's also a 25% chance that you'll make an extra product, which is sent to your bank if you have the space. This is very good. It gives you a 25% more experience. It actually compounds and ends up being more like 37 or 50 or something like that. Didn't do the math. Not a math guy, but it's very good on giving you extra resources. So the one that's very interesting for that is when you're making an onyx or a zenite, it can give you a bonus one. So if you buy an onyx and you cut the onyx, it could give you 2 cut onyxes. It has a 25% chance of doing that, which then you could make an Amulet of Fury and a Berserker's necklace or something like that. Pretty exciting and fun. Production Prodigy is so good, and that looks like something you can get very quickly by alching a rune chain body or something else. Now, there's another link here. I haven't actually opened this, didn't do my homework on it, but hi Alch. Yeah, we can actually filter this. This will show you all the items that that are over 30k. Maybe not all, but most. Another one, let's kind of filter through here, like getting a rune 2-hander, rune plate legs, things like that. Not super easy to get as drops. This one is pretty good. Bracelet of Ethereum, it would be good, but you do need 100k cash to go in and kill revs, and then you also be able to kill the revs and whatever else. Yeah, there's some stuff on here. So if you're looking for something to high alch, then you can use that page, RuneScape Grand Exchange Market Watch Alchemy. So looking at the last current available tile, it is defeat a Jalzek within the Inferno. This is one of those big mage boys that you get halfway through the Inferno, like wave 33 or 4, something like that, off top of my dome. So those are pretty, like, that's easy to do, to be honest. You just need probably like 60 range levels, and you could go in with a Dorgishan crossbow and you could kill this thing. Or you could go in with a magic shortbow if you've got one, like whatever. It's not too difficult of a tile. Now, when we flip the tiles over, what do we get from that? Slayer Master is a very good perk. You will always be on Slayer task for all Slayer monsters, and you'll unlock all Slayer task perks for free. Unlimited Slayer points, unlock whatever you want. That's pretty sweet, but being on task for all Slayer monsters allows you to, number one, get a ton of Slayer XP quickly, because you can just do the absolute fastest tasks. Like, you could just barrage neck reels the entire way to 99 if you like that as the best task. Or you could, I don't know, AFK the Bloodvelds like indefinitely, or whatever you want to do. Sweet perk there. The better part of that is when you're trying to kill bosses like, I don't know, Araxor, you're trying to get a Noxious Halberd. You don't need to keep getting tasks. You have it permanently. It's amazing. The third part of that is if you like doing raids, you are now on task, just off the top of my head, for Chambers of Zarek. Lizardman Shamans and the Skeletal Mystics, those are both tasks. So you would be on task for those, and you could wear your Slayer helmet for that perk. So pretty sweet, pretty awesome. I wonder if it works in other spots, because I remember it was glitched in the most recent league where everything was on task, and if you use your Slayer Helm anywhere, you got 16.5% more damage, which was very overpowered. So we'll see if that glitch happens again. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's all of the current things that we know as of making this video, and I will keep making videos every time we get another reveal, and I'll keep talking about it, so subscribe for that. The board, if you see, like, I didn't notice it at first, but there's a little outline around each tile. Maybe I can zoom in and see it a little better. You can see there's a red outline around these 3 in the corner, and then a brown outline around these ones, maybe orange, then some green ones. Yeah, it's showing you like the difficulty of the tiles, so kind of cool that they have done that. So each row should have a couple of difficult tiles and then a couple of easy tiles. It looks like this middle row is just all easy, which is sweet, because then you'll get this question mark relic at the end. If we click on that right now, this is what it says. Did you really think this would work? Well, I did. If I flip the tiles and click it, it says Nan has been put back in her cage. Nan will remember this. The best thing, I've clicked through all of them. If you actually go to the bottom right one, it says well done. This is the only one that it says it for. Everything else just says like a little message, like really, or like all eyes look at you with disappointment. When I click on this one, it says well done. And when you click on that, it's the Rick Roll RuneScape version. So I got Rick rolled in 2025. Kind of great. I'm here for it. If you want some more info on all this, watch the video, watch the other video, or read the blog. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. It's been a fun time. Oh, one more thing that I want to mention before the video